What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, we have, honestly, maybe the best news in the last several weeks. A game that I have been anticipating for God knows how long at this point. Finally gets, I want to say, an update, and I think an update would probably be the right thing to say. The Wolf Among Us 2 gets 4 pictures from the man, the myth, the legend, Geoff Keighley. Now, I think this actually means more than just seeing 4 snippets of the game. I think the bigger thing here is what it means for the future. But okay, let's look at these pictures, one of which is behind me. But you have a snowy, roof setting here. It looks beautiful. Again, I can't read too deep into it. I mean, you just look at how good the game looks, how good Big B looks. The 4th picture, I think, is maybe the most interesting to me because while the other 3 are probably more cutscene-ish things, you probably will have like conversations that are going on in them and dialogue and whatnot. The final one is in an apartment, and definitely, you can look in the top right that says investigate the crime scene. You see the nice little reticle, classic Telltale, symbology there, right? So clearly that one is the most in-game, I would say, of the 4. But you know what? Honestly, looks really good. I don't even care too much about the pictures. I think it's what the pictures indicate. And I think you've seen it from the responses to this tweet, Geoff Keighley's tweet, the excitement, the all the memes of we're back, we're really back. And what I think this means, because this came from him. Now, his actual tweet itself is actually kind of interesting. New images from The Wolf Among Us 2 now in production at Telltale Games. Now in production honestly sounds kind of weird to me. I will say this to be a little controversial or to be a little aggressive. If he means that literally, because that's like a tagline, now in development, now in production, right? You can look at it 2 different ways. It's just like a fancy way of saying like the game is being worked on. But if he means it literally, as in we've been in pre-production this whole goddamn time until right now, I'm going to lose it. This game was supposed to come out last year. It was delayed an entire year and then not given any sort of release date or release window in 2024. If the game was in some form of pre-production until now, which it's now in full-scale production, we're going to have to wait at least like a year and a half, if not 2 years. Now, I don't want to believe that, but if you're going to read it literally, I'm going to start to think that. So to not just go all in on the optimistic and how the excitement, there is a lot of excitement for me right now, but to be a little, a Debbie Downer here, if that's how you're supposed to read his tweet, I'm actually going to flip out and be quite depressed. Now, okay, looking at it back in the optimistic way, it comes from him. Now, other people are spreading it around, but it originates from him. When did we see The Wolf Among Us 2? We saw it 2 different times. Once was at the Game Awards. Once was a Geoff Keighley kind of production, right? He went there. He did a roundtable interview, and I actually think he did a really good job. He has been connected to The Wolf Among Us 2 ever since Telltale was brought back from the dead, all right? So he's the one posting these pictures, and what do you got in a month and a half from now? Summer Game Fest. It's been over a year since we've seen The Wolf Among Us 2. It's been delayed the last time we saw The Wolf Among Us 2. To get pictures right now and to get into game announcement season, which is like May and June, right? I really think we're going to get more. Now, I don't back off what I said about the now in production thing. This thing could still be a year or 2 out. But I really think that it could get another trailer, which, the more the merrier for an example or a case like this. Show a trailer at Summer Game Fest. Give me something. Reaffirm that it's coming out this year. Or you say 2025, and I swear to God, you better land on that. And I'm talking directly to Telltale in this game. Now, look, it's coming out of love. It's coming out of respect. I want this game. I love the first game. I want Telltale to, actually be back. And I was not impressed with The Expanse. Now, Deck 9 kind of led that, but they were part of it. So I don't really think they're back yet, but Wolf Among Us 2 is when they're truly back. We know they're having money trouble. We know they've been in a lot of trouble, actually, recently. So I don't know, I want to be very optimistic about this game, but can it go wrong? Yes. Has it been way too long of a road to get here? Yes. Is it messier than it needed to be? Yes. So it's not all sunshines and rainbows. That's actually why getting 4 pictures sets a fandom off in terms of excitement. It's because we've got nothing else. Okay, yeah, we did get a trailer, and the trailer was really good. But again, like, was that a pre-production, early alpha kind of thing? Because if that's the case, again, I think a lot of us would maybe get a little mad. But no, I mean, it does show the power, I think, of the brand, and it does show the power, I think, of the fandom that pictures, images gets people, off their rocker, which it actually does for an example like this. So hopefully we get it at Summer Game Fest, because I want nothing more than for this game to actually come out, okay? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.